Hey, everyone. I just wanted to say Happy New Year. I know I was a little quiet over the holidays. There's a reason for that. But I pray, I hope that you had a beautiful celebration of Jesus and that your new year is off to a great start. I have some amazing things coming. I wanted to take a moment to just say a couple things to you. There's a few announcements and some thank yous, and something really exciting just happened. And been so, I had my hair on fire to tell you this. It's really cool. Number one, Heidi Barr. She's been on my podcast a few times. She's one of my top episodes that I have ever shared. I think her testimony on the Destiny Image site that I did is about, it's over 700,000 views or something. I think that's my second highest video. I love Heidi. She's become a friend. She is a Jewish woman who loves Jesus, and she had an NDE. And most of you probably know who she is, but in case you don't, at 16, she died and had an NDE where she said she saw Jesus. And one of the things that she reported about him, his appearance, was very different. And I wanted her to share that. And I said, hey, you mentioned something about his nose. Can you share that? And she was very specific in the recording that I did, which was in 2021. I think I actually recorded her November 22nd, 2021, and it posted shortly after that. But this new image they have created, if you're not aware, in August of 2024, I believe, the Shroud of Turin, which has had some controversy in the past. Well, they have found some way to do an AI-generated image of Jesus from the shroud that just came out a few months ago. Well, I'm going to let you watch. Just watch what Heidi says and what they've discovered through the image. This is a verifiable thing that she is saying. I think it's amazing. So enjoy this little clip. You had something that was a little different that I hadn't heard before about his nose. So can you share that?
Oh, I love his nose. His eyes are so radiant. His eyes are so beautiful. And he's got kind of a low brow, an eyebrow. My husband has kind of a low brow. And his eyebrows weren't thick and bushy, but he had very defined brow.
Yeah.
And really big forehead. He had the most beautiful blue eyes. He had blue eyes. And that's something I didn't tell anybody till I told John Burke, because most Jewish people I know have brown eyes, although my dad has green eyes.
Yeah.
But I said, if I tell people Jesus had blue eyes, they're going to think I'm crazy. But yeah, he had the most beautiful blue eyes. And his hair was kind of a chestnut brown with some streaks, some lighter streaks in it. It was about this long.
Yeah.
A little wavy. He has a long face, had a beard, not a thick beard, just the kind of the scruff, short beard. Beautiful mouth, beautiful teeth, and just an infectious smile. He made me laugh. Every time he would open his mouth, he would be making me laugh because he was so filled with joy. And his nose, I loved his nose because it was not perfect. And in its imperfection, it was perfect. He had it was kind of like crooked right here, a little crooked right there.
Like in the middle.
You pinched him in the nose. And I loved his nose. And I thought that this nose makes him more perfect. I don't know how anyone can be more perfect than perfect, but he was more perfect than perfect.
From the image on the shroud, we see that the man of the shroud has a broken nose, a swollen face. Part of the beard has been plucked out, tearing wounds produced by the scourging, wounds from the crown of thorns, bruises on the shoulder. I believe this is indeed Jesus of Nazareth.
Okay, how amazing is that? I'm going to make a better reel of that to put out on YouTube, but holy nose. I mean, I was blown away. And that was Dr. John Campbell. I love following him if you don't know who he is. And he is very detailed. He's all about data and facts and science. And so I think he's a trustworthy source. But I gave you the little shot of that page if you want to go check out that video for all the details. But I had to share it. Okay, so another announcement I just wanted to say, I know John Burke, had just interviewed with him again. So excited for him. He's got a big announcement. I just want to go ahead and share some of that with you. He's got a great interview that's in process right now. But he has a podcast, a new podcast And guys, he is the expert on NDEs and he knows the word of God. He has done so much research. I just love him and his wife Kathy. I think they're amazing. And it's really hard to find because he's done over 200 podcasts and they're all called Imagine Heaven John Burke. And the name of his podcast is the Imagine Heaven Podcast with John Burke. So it is hard to find. So please take a moment, subscribe down below. I'm going to link the YouTube channel, his website, which you can go to for everything, or you can go to iTunes and listen there. But he's got a few videos out now. He's doing short form and long form. It's not just a testimony outright. He's giving commentary. This has been a chunk of his life. So truly phenomenal. Give him 5 stars, get it out there because he's amazing. Okay. Another thing I wanted to mention, I have a stack of videos I need to edit. I have been very ill recently. I'm fine now, but I had a really bad pneumonia for like 3 weeks, and the cough is still kind of lingering a little bit. I know a lot of us have been sick, right? So make sure to supplement whatever works for you. Take care of yourselves. But there may be a little gap. I know I was supposed to post this week and I don't have anything ready yet. So hopefully it won't be long. The next video I'm really excited to get out. I haven't done this before, but I'm doing a best of 2024 miracle moment montage. I even feature like the favorite thing a guest said the whole year that really, really resonated in my spirit. So I'll let you guess what that could be if you've been listening. Really excited to get that one out. I might start doing that. And I have so many people that want to be interviewed, so many people that I want to interview that are waiting. Just please give me a little grace as I get back into a rhythm. I also have some things in my life. I have a parent who just got a diagnosis and I may have to go home at some point. I don't know. We're staying very positive. Everything so far. We're praying. I just don't know. I'm also doing a lot of interviews to help promote the book that God led me to write. So it's trying to find a balance with everything, but just a little grace and know that there's so many good things coming. I love doing this work. And I just want to say more than anything, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every person who has come on and shared so openly, so transparently, boldly, their personal testimony. God is using it in ways you have no idea. I guess maybe we'll all see it in heaven in our life review. But guys, it's a blessing to me. And I am ministered to when I hear your testimony. And there's so many times, even through the year, I'll share a little bit of that in the montage. But I'm just so grateful. So many of you that have given me reviews on either the podcast or the new book. Thank you so much. It means a lot. It helps it all go further. Thank you for those who've shared as far as sharing the content or made a comment. Krista, special shout out to you, my friend. You know who you are on YouTube. I think you've binged 6 years of content in just a few months. I see you comment and I love it. I'm like, there she is. So thank you. I love it. I actually got an award for most binge worthy, and I love seeing someone when they get excited, they find the podcast. So thank you for that. We just celebrated a 6-year anniversary mark on Christmas Eve. So this is year 7. I like saying this is year 7 better than 6, but I'm excited. I'm really excited for all God has. And there's so many neat things coming. I do want to ask if you are a long-term listener. I know I have so many regulars and I love your comments and your thoughts about how you like the interviews. And I just want to ask one thing. As far as the length of the podcast, if you have any ideas or suggestions, sometimes they go a little long. Some people love the long form. Some people like more the 30-minute, 45-minute. They're almost all longer than that. But it's very difficult, as you know, from it's a personal testimony. And I really don't like to cut people's testimonies very much because it's so personal. So I have a couple that's coming on, for instance, and they came out of the new age like big time. And it's going to be really powerful. But they have over 10 years of many pieces, and she's got a story, her storyline, and then his storyline, and then when they came together, and I'm excited to share it, but I'm a little like, oh my goodness, how do I do this? So I may break that up into 3 pieces and then put it all out at once for those who like to hear everything at once. But that's just one example. So I know the people that listen on iTunes have commented to me that they love having the music at the end, which I can't do on YouTube. So it's a little bit of a trade off. If you're watching, you get some of the B roll and you get the people's faces. But then if you're listening, you get that inspiring song at the end. So I've had a lot of people say they've just felt the presence of God, in that praise and worship song at the end. So I will start attaching those. I try to do that sometimes on the testimonies. But if you want to give me some feedback, obviously I have to pray about it all, but just let me know. I'm learning still as I go, and I'm in year 7. Anyway, I'm just so grateful. I'm wishing you the most beautiful year yet. I know things are crazy right now. There's a lot of distractions, but God is good. None of this is a surprise to him. He has a plan, and he is amazing. So much love to you, and thanks again. Stay tuned.